there. Open up those two. Then wait for it to tick through on my other thing. And then while we're doing all that, okay, right, that's running. I can run that ad. Fabulous. Alrighty ho. We are day 109. Oh my goodness, we're getting so close. We're getting so close to the thousands. It's gonna be very exciting. And just looking at my list, I've got a hell of a lot of ranged and puppet users today, and so I'm not pleased about that in the slightest. But oh well. We have a guest joining us this fine evening. We have the boy seated a meter away, doing some diagrams. What? Infrastructural architectural drawings. Anyway, so we won't bother him. He can listen to me gush about FF7 Rebirth for the entire 2 hours. Welcome in, Chickadifu and Scythius. How are you? How are you doing? Lines. Yes, it's a lot of boxes and a lot of lines. If I'll tell him if he needs a second opinion, we can crowdsource opinions for our architectural diagrams. But anyway, I hope y'all are doing great. I've got a fabulous thing to show you shortly, which is my life update for today and yesterday. Where are we? Which I will give you a little sneak peek for. Oh my goodness, there's colour somewhere around there. Oh my goodness. I won't reveal what it is until a couple more minutes. I'll wait till the ad's finished. I'm running out of place to put my tea bag. There we go. Oh, I need a tea bag bin. That's gonna be my birthday present to myself, or my Christmas present to myself, is a tea bag bin. Anyway, this fine evening, we will. What will we be doing? This fine evening, we shall be trying to get to 2,130 at the very least. Any more than that obviously is a bonus. Because then it means on Sunday, we're going to get into the 1,000s, which is going to be very, very exciting. So exciting, in fact. I can't wait. Oh, do okay, just pop in to say hi and lurk. Bit of more some D&D convention I'm running stuff. Ooh, exciting. Good luck for the convention. I hope it goes well. And thank you as always. It's always good of you to pop in and say hi. Much appreciated. Oh, one thing I will show. Okay, I'm gonna absolutely butcher this on camera, so I'm really so sorry. Oh, wait, no, the camera moves. Oh my goodness. Yeah, huh? You can see it on my nose. Anyway, I got a tattoo yesterday. Hang on, I'll try and do this. So we got some lovely little Moogles with some little crystal thingies. Some more crystals. There's another little Moogle holding a crystal thing. And then there's some nice watercolory, swirly stuff going all down there. Oh my goodness, beautiful, amazing, fabulous. So that is my, oh my body, sorry, I'm gonna try to put my, I've got my camera back. Oh wait, sorry, I think I just turned my mic off. That was 6 hours worth. And about $1,000 worth, but worth every cent. And yeah, so I am very, very pleased. And I can rep Final Fantasy wherever I go, so even better. Even better. And then because it's not like specific to a Final Fantasy either, so it's kind of like every Final Fantasy all in one. Except 15. 15 only had Moogles, like Moogles in the sense that there's like clothes. Yeah, anyway, you got, ooh, you got Vivi on your leg, dang! Vivi's one of those characters that just like automatically is like, yep. Yep, mad respect. Mad respect for a Vivi. It's interesting, like I played, because my first exposure to Vivi, I guess, was on Kingdom Hearts 2. Was on Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm just like, oh, Vivi's weird. Like, when I eventually played FF9, I'm like, oh, now I can see who this Vivi person is. And then at the start, I'm like, oh, okay, and then at the end, during the ending, when you see Vivi's message, I'm just like, oh no, I've got to stop the waterworks from coming. Sorry, I'm just seeing if the boy's reacting to me talking about me potentially crying. I think he's listening to music, never mind. But yeah, so that's that. So my first tattoo done and dusted, very happy, very pleased. And now I've got to think of all the other tattoos that I need to get, because I know exactly, like, basically I'm gonna have a tattoo for each of my franchises, shall we say. So I'm gonna have a Dragon Quest tattoo, gonna have a Zelda tattoo, gonna have a Elder Scrolls tattoo, gonna have a, what's the main ones at least anyway? Those are the main ones. Have to have a Celtic knot tattoo to rep the homeland. I've got to have a ice cream tattoo. And I've got to have a tattoo that represents the boy, but isn't a name or a picture of him. And yeah, so now that I've got one, I've caught the bug, and I'm going to be getting them all. And I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Oh my goodness. These fights today are going so horrendously. Yeah, 'cause then my younger sister, she's got 3. She's got a Celtic knot band around her arm, and on her back, on her shoulder blades, for any Okami fans out there, oh my goodness, she's got on one shoulder blade she's got Amaterasu, and on the other side she's got the wolf version of Oki, one of the what do you call them? Oh, the tribe, the tribe that's in the north part of it. She's got those two sort of like similar, sort of like mirror kind of designs, and oh my god, they look incredible. I'm just like, lucky bugger. So now I'm officially, I was the last, child in my family to get a tattoo, but by golly, mine's the best one, I reckon. But yeah, so yeah, everyone's been telling me that, especially my brother's like, oh my goodness, you're gonna get one now, and then by golly, give it another month and you can have another one. And I'm just like, yeah, probably. I can see how they're very addictive, especially when you find a really good artist as well. Like the artist that did this one, she does the most incredible stuff, and I'm just like, I knew straight away, I'm like, yep, I'm getting stuff from her, like, without a doubt. I'm so glad I did. She was so professional, so lovely, just good stuff. Now that we have all of the, what's the word, niceties, courtesies out of the way. So anyway, FF7 Rebirth trailer, can we just officially, for the record, say, might have been the greatest trailer for any FF, possibly? Is there any Final Fantasy 16 ones that are amazing? There might have been a fun. Oh, actually no. One of the Final Fantasy 16 ones was pretty good. Maybe on par, but at least just in terms of like sheer excitement. I don't think I've ever watched a trailer where literally every single shot that they showed, I was getting more and 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 more hyped. And then they just kept knocking it out of the park. There's that really cool shot. I'm gonna assume and I'm gonna hope, and people theorize it'll be probably at the start of the game. But the whole shot with Sephiroth and Cloud, guessing in the calm flashback scene, where there's like the shot of like them both like holding their swords like together and like swords pointing to the camera, that angle thing, like that's sick. That is a sick shot. Because you get that, and then you got you're doing combo attacks with Sephiroth and all this sort of stuff. And then they had Vincent Valentine. Don't see his face yet, but even just knowing that he's in there is enough, I think, for a lot of people. You've got Golden Saucer, you've got Chocobo Racing, you've got all the other stuff. You've got, what was his name? Andrea Rodea. I should know this. You got him, I'm assuming, at the Gold Saucer, which is going to be interesting. Because he was also wearing complete opposite colours to what he normally wears, and I'm like, is that just because he's at the Gold Saucer, or is that just because it's like, because it's like a parallel universe or something? Oh my goodness, Theory Brand's going wild as well. And then you've got, and then the other thing, which, of course, for anything Final Fantasy VII related, you have to watch the Maximilian Dude stream and after analysis of it. But he pointed out that the Rufus at the not coronation, but the inauguration ceremony thing, welcoming ceremony, I think it's called. Like during that in the original game, the sister ray cannon doesn't fire. Like it never gets fired. The first time it ever gets fired is when Sapphire Weapon comes in the ocean. So the fact that like seemingly at the welcoming ceremony they're firing the sister ray, boom, that's a difference to the original game. Oh my goodness, like what are they firing at? Are they just firing like a warning shot to test their weapons or something? Oh my goodness, I love it. And then you've got the weapons as well. Like you see, I'm assuming Sapphire Weapon. Oh my lordy, amazing. You've got all the summons like Odin and Alexander, and I'm gonna assume it's like Valor or something, I can't actually remember the name of the bull, like the bull summon thing. But anyway, excited for that. Oh my lord. And then what else have we got? We've got the Midgar Zolom like snake thingy. Oh my god, is that going to be an actual boss fight that you have to do? Oh my god, yes. And hasn't been said yet, but I think everyone's gonna be like, when I say like the characters haven't said it yet, but it's gonna be very, very interesting because we're gonna definitively get the correct pronunciation of what is commonly Kate Sith. Everyone says Kate Sith, but because it's an Irish term, its actual pronunciation is Katshi, if you were doing the correct Irish pronunciation. But of course, we've never heard the name said at all in anything, so who knows what Square pronounces it as. But I feel that it will be pronounced Katshi. I reckon it will. But again, it'll be just interesting hearing the character say that. Like it'll just be weird because it's never been said before. But anyway, there's that one, and that will be interesting too. And they've also given him like a Scottish-Irish accent as well, so it will definitely be a Katshi, if that's the case. So like they understand where the name comes from. And what else do we have? Oh my god, there's just so much goodness in there. We've got the combo attacks. Oh my god, the Yuffie and Barrett one looked incredible. That was amazing. Oh, and they've officially said that the events of the game go up until, they even say that scene. So that scene is in the game, and everyone's waiting with bated breath on what the hell they're gonna do with it. Because my god, what the hell are they gonna do? It's gonna be incredible. And just the fact that the game ends on that one as well is even more like, what the hell are they gonna do? Because like what? Like, what are they gonna do? Because obviously, and they have to finish the game on some big dramatic beat as well. They can't just have it, you know, just end with that and then she dies and then... And I'm gonna say, sorry. She might live. In fact, I think that she will live, so discount me. But they can't just end on that and just have a somber note and that's it. Although, they have kind of said, you know, they've said that, you know, the middle part of the trilogy ends up being the most beloved, and, you know, there's other, like, film franchises where that's the case. And they're talking about, like, Terminator 2 and Empire Strikes Back, specifically. And that ended on very much on a downer note. You have the big battle, but then, you know, it's all ends on a downer. So they're... Oh, it ends on a downer! No, Aerith's not gonna die. Someone else is gonna get stabbed. Someone else be getting stabbed. And I'm dying to know who it might be. That's my theory anyway. Oh shit, it's on a downer, like, duh, that's well actually no, because if it was end on a downer as well, because other people, I think some people were theorizing, you know, if it ends on a downer, you've also got Cloud giving Sephiroth the black materia and meteors being summoned and Barret and Tifa are all captured and it's just all doom and gloom, so I suppose there's a couple of different bits that they could end on a downer on, but so I suppose that any of them would be sufficient enough, I guess. But it's just like, what are they gonna do? And then, oh my god, and then of course, now they've actually fully changed, well not fully changed, but there's like the line at the end where Sephiroth's saying like, you know, we're approaching the reunion, the merging of worlds, or where worlds merge, or something like that anyway. So the reunion itself isn't what it was in the OG. It's not all the Sephiroth clones, or this, yeah, there's not all the Sephiroth clones all converging at the Northern Crater. It's like worlds merging, which I'm assuming is going to be wherever Zack is, his world, wherever Cloud and them are, and potentially some others, I don't know where bloody Genesis or something is. They're all gonna merge together. And that's what gonna be the reunion is. And then, because I was thinking about it when I was thinking about it on the way home, and I'm just like, that, I believe, you know, having the whole like worlds merging thing, like how's that possible? I'm thinking, okay, this is you gotta like, I'm gonna try my best to say this as coherently as possible. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you got merging of worlds, and I'm like, okay, well we can, you know, people are saying timelines, they're saying, you know, different dimensions, they're saying parallel universes, all sorts of stuff about what's going on. And I'm thinking, well no, in the world of 7, basically everything like timey and stuff is to do with the life stream. Because the life stream is like all of memory, like all of past, present and future, all of memory is the life stream sort of thing. So at the end of 7, and it's kind of like in Advent Children a little bit as well, is Jenova is technically in the life stream, and in Advent Children when there's all like the black like geostigma, like weird, they call it like Terra Corrupt or negative life stream or something, that's basically, you know, Jenova's kind of corrupted the life stream, so she's in there anyway. But if she's in there and she's kind of not necessarily like got access to memories and stuff, well she kind of sort of does in a way, but essentially if the whole like weird timeliney singularity weird stuff that's at the end of Remake is, you know, if the life stream kind of is involved in some way, then if it's like merging of worlds or merging of past, present and future of the life stream, then of course, like, you know, the reunion is related to Jenova. Like the whole fact that the reunion was even a thing is because all the Sephiroth clones had Jenova's cells in them, so it's kind of like Jenova trying to reform herself in a way, or like she's able to do that, I guess. So people infected with Jenova cells across past, present and future across like all different worlds and timelines, they can all like feel the pull, like they're all feeling the same pull kind of thing, so then they'll all be converging. It's kind of like, imagine a reunion, but it's like all the people in different worlds, they end up going to a singular point and they're all there or something. It's kind of like if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's kind of like if you the whole like Xehanort's plan, he's got his like 13 different selves, that he's got like his young self, and then his nobody self, and then his heartless self, and then his self that he possessed this person, and then the young version of the person he possessed did that, and it's like, it's all of those, like the different types of Xehanort. It's kind of like that, like they all come from different places, but they can all converge in the same place ultimately because of JRPG magic. You know, it's like, it's a similar sort of thing kind of. But anyway, so that's my kind of theory. It's all related to Genova, how this whole like reunion of worlds can happen. But like everything in 7's related to Genova in some instance, so it's got to be all that. And that's the end of my train of thought. Oh my goodness, Michael Rich, hello. Hope you haven't been here long for me to say hi. Welcome in. You can probably guess what we're talking about. Probably, maybe. How are you doing? Oh, and oh my god, Michael Rich, I have to show you. I have to show you my new tat. I'll do that.
This battle won't be a problem either.
I'm gonna pull the camera over again. I've got my amazing Moogle. Oh my god, is that Moogles and crystals? Oh my lord, that's amazing. Beautiful, gorgeous. That's my new tattoo. I've put the camera in a really weird position. There we are. Is that better? No. That better? No, it's still an angle. That better? Yeah. No, still don't need to move it. But yes, I'm very, very excited. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be incredible. And hopefully we start 7 on the flip. That's what like everyone's saying. Like it would be the single most perfect, absolute perfect way to start that game. So it's not quite right, is it? Is that right? Oh, now I'm really off frame. Like the single most perfect way to start that game is you go to the start screen, you press play, and then it's like dark, and then you hear the rain, you hear like it's all raining and stuff, and then you're in the truck on the way to Nibelheim. That's better. Amazing. Like if it doesn't start like that, I will riot, as will a lot of people. Like it is the most perfect way to do it. In fact, you do what some other games do, and you just have a complete cold open. Like the first time you start the game is you're straight into the calm. Like you don't even go to the start screen yet. You're straight into the calm flashback. Wouldn't that be amazing? There's a game I played recently where it's done that. I'm trying to think what game it was. Was it Tunic? No, it wasn't Tunic. Have you played a game recently where as soon as you start the game first, you go straight into the game? It doesn't take you to the start menu first? We've done something recently that did that. No? Yeah, so like, you know, you load it up on PlayStation, you press the thing on the PlayStation menu, you know, it does all the, you know, opening, like the publisher and developer names, and then you're literally straight into the game. It doesn't take you into the start menu. No. Like it's something like it's like right on the tip of my tongue what it is as well. Zelda did it. Zelda did it. Zelda did it. That's right, because I remember starting it up and then straight into the bit with Zelda. And then it's only after you load it from that point on that you get taken to the start menu. Oh my god, my ice cream is half melting. Oh my lord. Sorry. I'm a ball of energy, as you can probably surmise. I've got my fab tattoo, I've got 7 Rebirth trailer, it's a Friday. Life is just good. Life is fabulous. So I've got my mango passion ice cream. It's quite delightful. I'm so excited. I've got like, I know. I mean, just goes to show there really is something, you know, there really is something to make me forget about ice cream. Like Final Fantasy will do that to someone. But yeah, oh my god, just that trailer was I just like what do you even say after a trailer like that? And oh my god, the other thing too, because of course, like as soon as the trailer came out, all the devs are putting out all the juicy goss. Apparently they've said up to 100 hours worth of content. 100 hours worth of content. Imagine a bulk of that will probably be the gold saucer stuff. Like it'll be all like, you know, getting like top of the leaderboard or something on the mini games. I reckon there'll be like a misleading thing. Like story will be 40 hours, and then all the rest will be like mini games and side quests. I reckon, because it is open world. So, you know, there'll be stuff to explore. You got chocobo, like you can ride on chocobos and stuff, so you got all the exploring of that. Oh, just this game, just this game. Like, any fears that people had that, oh, you know, you're not gonna be able to ride the buggy, you're not gonna be able to do chocobos, you're not gonna have different chocobo breeding, they're not going to have the chocobo racing in the Colosseum, not in the Colosseum, in the Gold Saucer. They're not even going to have the motorbike thing on the Gold Saucer. They're not going to have any of the mini games in the Gold Saucer. They're not going to have Vincent. They're not going to have, I'm just going to say Kate Sith for the sake of it, or they're not going to be playable. Yes, there is. No, they're not going to have all this. What did the trailer just show? We got all of that and the kitchen sink. Happy for return of one of the best mini games. Like, because I was so what's the word? So obsessed with getting the Knights of the Round materia in the OG. So I put myself through chocobo racing. The more I did it, the more I loved it. I'm like, chocobo racing is actually pretty fun. I know a lot of people didn't like it, probably because of the fact that you had to do it so many times to get the Knights of the Round, but it's actually not too bad at all. It's actually all the other mini games that I didn't particularly care for, but yeah, I'm just. Oh. But one thing that we didn't see, and they've also said that there's no Wutai in this game. All the Wutai stuff is going to be left till the 3rd game. And I'm also thinking, because a lot of people are saying, okay, well, it's going all the way to the scene. One character that they haven't yet had any information or showing about, where's Sid? Where is the Sid? Where is the Mr. Highwind? Where is he? Because you go to Rocket Town like far before Forgotten Capital. And like there's like even like when people like dissecting all of the like going frame by frame through all of like the combat bits as well, like even trying to see if you can see like the characters in the background. Again, nothing, like not a heck of Sid, and it's just everyone's just like, ooh, is that bit gonna be left until the 3rd game? Are they gonna do Rocket Town at the end? Because then if you think about it, there may be a benefit to not having all of the characters there in the 2nd game, because then at least in the 3rd game, it lets you have more characters join your party. You still get the joy of having a new character join your party. So there's that, I guess. Potentially. Or, that all being said, they could pull some craziness and in the third game suddenly Zack and Angel and Genesis and I don't know, the Soviets and Reno and Rude, they're all part of your party now. Who knows what they're gonna do in that third game. But by golly, by the Lord Jesus above, I have complete and utter faith that whatever they're gonna do it right.
What happened to all that?
To know that the full party is still there since this is in. Indeed. Yeah. The thing is, like, basically there's like, so all the different, what are the kind of different options that we have before us? We have Aerith dies, as per usual, which I don't think will happen. And maybe people won't be expecting it. So, well, they'll think, oh no, she surely must live. Actually, no, they're not going to do anything with Aerith, I think. I don't think they're going to do anything with Aerith because it would be obvious. If they're trying to change things, it would be obvious to keep her alive. And I think Square want to recreate, I very much get the sense that they're trying to recreate the feelings that you get when you were playing the original. Oh yeah, also, Segways and Costa del Sol, and like t-shirt, Cloud wearing a t-shirt. Yes, thank you. Anyway, where was I going with that? Yeah, so they're trying to recreate the feelings, and you know, in OG, Sephiroth comes flying down from the ceiling, from the ether, and you know, by Aerith. Which, you know, yeah, like everyone's heard about that scene, even like the boy knows about that scene, and he's never touched Final Fantasy. It's like everyone knows about that, and obviously for the people who played it, you know, everyone says, oh, everyone cried at the Aerith scene. So how do you recreate that feeling? You have to do something that no one's gonna expect, at all. Like, you're gonna, and so then you think, okay, well in the previous trailer, they're sort of teasing, ooh, is it Tifa that's gonna die? No, because they wouldn't have put that in the trailer, that line in the trailer. They wouldn't give anything away that would make you think, oh, they're gonna kill that person. They won't do it to Barrett, because they already had a Barrett fake out death in the remake, that were like Sephiroth stabs in President Shinra's office and then the whispers heal him. So they're not going to do that again. I mean, they could. But they've already done a fake out death with Barrett, so it wouldn't feel quite right if they did it for real. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I don't think that Barrett's death... You can do more interesting things with other characters' deaths. So, okay, so who are you left with? Well, technically, Aerith and Tifa and Cloud are probably like the only real ones whose death would have quite a tangible effect on the story. So, are they going to put a little switcheroo and it's going to be Cloud? That, oh, are they going to do a bit? Because before Aerith's death, Sephiroth is controlling Cloud, and there's the whole bit where like Cloud's got the sword and is about to kill Aerith with it, but he's like trying to fight it and he doesn't. And that's then when Sephiroth comes down and says, "Fine, I'll do it myself," kind of deal. Is it gonna be that Sephiroth, that, you know, that moment happens where Cloud's, you know, about to think, but then he's like fighting it and he can't, and then he like stabs himself, kills himself, maybe, potentially, I don't know, I'm just spitballing. And then Cloud dies. So then you're just like, oh dear. Oh dear, but then the reunion, like the world merge whole deal comes around, and then next minute, Final Fantasy VII reanimation, revengeance, Zack is your main character. And they pulled the whole switcheroo, it's actually now Zack. And then, I don't know whether you're now resurrecting Cloud or something, or whatever it is. Potentially, maybe. But I do think that no matter what they do, Aerith will live, and in the third game, they're gonna realize that Aerith has to die for them to win. That's like, that just feels right. Because no one wants her to die. Oh my god, Aerith's finally with us, she's finally alive. Oh my god, happy days. This is amazing. Even the players thinking that as well. Oh my god, we've got Aerith right through to the end. Oh my god, we've got Aerith at the Icicle Inn. What is this? But then no, she has to. Like, you have to let her go. Like, that sort of thing. Because then it's very reminiscent of, and the reason why I think it's the case, is because of a Doctor Who episode back in like 2005, which did a very similar thing-ish, where the Doctor's companion at the time, her dad had died. The episode's called Father's Day. Her dad had died at his wedding. His wedding to her mum. Obviously, Rose had been born before they got married, like only just, she's still like a baby. And then he runs out in front of a car and he gets hit by a car and dies. So they go back in time to that day, and Rose ends up saving him. Ends up running out and saving it. And then basically by doing that, causes this huge time paradox. These like Reaper alien things come and are trying to like killing people because they're trying to like, aliens have come to kind of like rectify, kind of like Whispers almost from 7 Remake, but kind of like rectify the damage to time sort of thing. The car that ran him over is like stuck in this weird time loop. It keeps like disappearing or appearing at the straight turn in the corner, and then the moment where it would have hit him, it like disappears and then reappears back there. It's keeps doing this loop, so weird stuff goes on anyway. But then, you know, it's the big emotional denouement of the story is he has to die to right things. So he runs out and sort of says his tearful farewells, and she has to tearfully say bye to her dad before he runs out and gets hit by the car, and then he has to die, and then everything's all peachy. But it's like, it's very emotional story, I guess. But and it's a very, very well done story. But I can see a similar thing happening with Aerith. Like a very similar thing happening. And like, Aerith's the kind of person that would happily, like I say happily go die, but you know, she understands what she gotta do. Maybe, I'm not sure. Possibly. But that's what I reckon it's gonna happen. What are we doing? So that does show. So we tried to save his wife. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like fixed points in time sort of thing. There's like, along the wibbly wobbly timey-wimey timeline, there's like fixed points that have to be there. Like, these things have to happen. And so if you try and prevent it, like, the universe is gonna find a way kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's one of those sorts of moments, I believe. That's my point. That's my thinking. There we go. Right. Yeah, and then just trying to like think what. Oh, because was there something else? Was there something else from the Ultimania? Trying to think. No, I was watching a Final Fantasy Peasant video. I was talking about the the Kabbalah from like Jewish theism, and the 5 worlds of the Kabbalistic religion or something. It was a weird, like, I say weird, someone's religion, but like, the idea of these 5 worlds and different levels of enlightenment kind of thing, but the way he explained it all made complete sense. And it's very much it's kind of like sort of playing with the idea that FF7 in a lot of respects is an extremely spiritual game. Like if you think about it, like the whole idea of like the planet being a living entity, and you know the planet has a consciousness and a, well, not consciousness as such, but you know, a will kind of thing, and you know, all our souls going into this eternal life stream, and you know, memories, and it's very like spiritual and, you know, abstract concepts, should I say. It's not at all very literal, very metaphysical. So, you know, and it would only make sense that it would sort of stay that way, I guess. But yeah, but no, I'm just, just so excited. I'm just so excited for what they're gonna do. Got complete enough after remake, even though, you know, a lot of it, apparently it polarized a lot of people. But I don't care. I don't care what you thought of the ending. I bloody loved it. So I'm just happy. I'm just excited and happy, and yes. Experience is giving us the most montage of, guys, you gotta take care of it. Pretty much. But like, I like it. Like I like the way that they do it, because it's not necessarily like the way that they do their environmentalism is not, you know, you gotta look after the planet because otherwise, you know, it's gonna become a barren wasteland and humans are gonna die. It's like a lot more spiritual than that, I guess. It's that the, you know, the planet, it's about like the people, you know, souls who, and memories of people who have come before us and who will come after us, and all of that sort of stuff. That's all going when the planet dies. You know, the life stream is kind of the sea of memories that inform new life kind of thing. And it's you know, it's the idea of thinking about when we die and our soul returns to the planet and everything we've experienced in life gets merged into the collective whole. You know, everything that we've experienced, you know, helps feed into, you know, life that comes after, and it's just very like, very individualistic in a sense, but also not at the same time. It's like, it's not environmentalist in the way of like, oh God's sake, like, please think of the trees. It's like, it's not quite that. It's like a, how do I even describe it? It's like the, it's like, you gotta take care of the planet because you just got her, I guess. Oh my god, which actually reminds me, another amazing detail, another fantastic detail, which I'm not actually sure if it's ever actually explained in the original one or any of the compilation stuff. I just remember reading it somewhere and I'm like, it must have just been something that completely didn't register in my brain. But the whole idea of like spell casting and summons in the world of 7 and how that they kind of like work in a sense. Because if you think about, you know, so everything comes from materia. You know, you can only cast spells with materia, you can only summon with materia. So it's okay, well, what is materia? It is condensed Mako energy. And what's condensed Mako, or what's Mako energy? It's distilled from the life stream. So it's Mako fountains, or Mako springs, or whatever. You know, natural life stream that comes bursting through little holes in the earth sort of thing. So you've got the life stream and you're condensing it down, you know, to a hardened thing, which you can then cast spells from randomly. So basically you're holding like crystallized memories is practically what materia is, really, kind of thing. So it's crystallized memory. So what you're doing with that is are you conjuring forth memories as you are casting things with materia? And then summons as well are really interesting because I think they've explained in 7 Remake that like Shiva was a queen of the Cetra, like the ancient civilization. Shiva was a queen of that civilization. In the like the VR cinematic that plays in Remake, you even see like Leviathan and Ifrit and everything, like when they're talking about the Cetra stuff, you see them like sort of jumping by the trees. So is when you're summoning a summon, you're conjuring forth the memory of someone who lived thousands of years ago, you know, and who had such high spiritual energy, maybe of a particular element that they, you know, looked a certain way, or just the way that their memory has sort of been shaped. They, you know, Shiva's Ice Queen, or, you know, Ifrit's, you know, maybe had a strong affinity with fire and whatever. But, like, you're conjuring forth a memory of them, or the memories are being given form by the Mako energy or whatever. I'm just like, whoa, it's a fantastic way of thinking about it, oh my lordy. I love that idea as well, I absolutely love that idea of it. But it's like, I think it was one of my like 5-hour documentaries I was watching about someone theorizing about Final Fantasy VII. Because I've watched many, and I think they were saying like basically one of just the like core themes and core subject matter of 7 overall completely is memories, and like people existing because of memories, and you know the life stream is made up of memories, and memories of the planet, memories of creatures, memories of anything that's living, memories of the dead, like all the stuff is like it's like mental stuff. Yeah, it's just anyway. That is my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth rave complete. I can now breathe. And then in approximately like 2 months I'll be back on Night Train again. When the next little, you know, gameplay teaser comes out, which I think after the trailer that's just come out, I'm good. I'm happy not seeing anything else about it until it comes out. Like, and in fact, I might even do that. I might not watch anything else that comes out about it. And just trust that it will be the greatest thing in 2024. Anyway, so that's my life update. Is Final Fantasy Tattoo and Final Fantasy trailer. that's me. Lovely.
You were wrong in the first.
And then the only other life update is I helped my dad build some, helped my dad add some extra things onto his spaceship yesterday on Starfield. That's about it. And that's how excited my life got. Lovely. Oh, Michael Rich, were you going to? I remember last time you were saying that there was some EVE Online thing that you were gonna, like some thing that went on EVE Online. Green Memories, big thing, whether it's Tifa's memory for how Cloud's left it, it's Cloud's memories of his life as a soldier, or even it was lack of memory, true. And also, actually before we go on the EVE Online thing, also, is that I think people are, no, not people, should I say. I think the one thing that we mustn't forget is, through all of FF7, is what is Jenova influencing? To what extent has she influenced things and or people? Like, as much as like in 7 Remake, you know, apparently the Sephiroth that appears right at the end of the game is supposedly, well, no, is apparently a Sephiroth we haven't seen before, and is, you know, after the extensive theorizing, also apparently one that seems to be free of Genova's influence. Like, to what extent is it hers, and to what extent is it his? And because one of her like key, like one of her main abilities is to shapeshift and to you know, camouflage yourself, or you know, appear to others as someone else. That's how she causes Cetra to go mad, is by mimicking, that's the word I'm looking for, mimicking. That's how she's able to cause them to go mad, and it is why Cloud's movesets in FF7 Remake, the animation is identical to Zack's. Or I think the Punisher mode, I think, is identical to Zack's, and kind of makes sense. Cloud's got Jenova cells, so did Zack. So Jenova technically kind of has access to them, I guess. Oh my god, I've just had another theory. It's completely unsubstantiated, but I'm thinking, oh, are they going to do this? Imagine if, it would be kind of cheesy if they did, and it would feel a bit weird if they did, but I can kind of feel them going this way. End of the 3rd game. Jenova technically has like the ability to use abilities and traits from all of the people that have had her cells in them. So that's like, God knows how many people that is. That's Genesis, that's Angeal, that's Sephiroth, that's Cloud, that's Zack, that's Lucrezia, that's Angeal's mum, although she did. That's Hojo, that's oh god, what's that? Roach? The new soldier that they introduced in remake. Like all of these people, she can kind of pull memories from. So what if she, like the final boss, third game, is like this like being, god Genova, who's like a weird amalgam of all these other characters. So she kind of like looks like bits of them or something. I'd be like, oh, that's weird. Feels very like JRPG final boss. Just kind of why I'm sort of thinking that way.
Here I go. Please don't resent me. This is the fate of a ninja.
Anyway, okay, and that is officially my FF7 rebirth stuff done.
I won't let you sink it. I won't let you stay away. Hidden jutsu, 1,000 needles at I won't let you escape. Yeah. I won't let you escape.
Lovely.
With my spell.
Hopefully this fight doesn't take long. So where are we at? We're at 57 minutes and we're on fight 39. Okay. Some remake is a completely different beast. If you mess around with the doesn't lose composure. Thing enough. True. In fact, the only time is pretty much the only time he's actually ever lost his composure at all in the entire compilation is his meltdown. Like when he has his meltdown. That's not the only time he's ever lost his composure. Like even in the final fight, he still doesn't lose his composure at all. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. But yeah, I think that's like it's one of the reasons I like him so much as a villain. It's just like villains who don't show emotion like that, they're just completely cool, calm and collected. And it's just like it's menacing. Like it is menacing. Like you just feel that no matter what you're doing, he's just forever one step ahead. Completely. Which he probably is for most of it as well. In fact, he is for practically all of 7. In practically in everything he's ever in, he's always one step ahead. And it's kind of like it's kind of like everyone, I think people are saying that they don't ever want like him to have like a redemption arc. Like I think a redemption arc for him wouldn't be particularly good, and I can agree with that. I don't think it would be in the service of his character to have like he now turns good. Like, nah. Want to about a battle on Evil Online turns to the biggest battle ever. Is it like the guild war between like 10,000 different people or something? I just remember they all turned up and like you had like 10,000 players all like turned up in this particular bit of space, and they just had this huge war between each other. Was it for 21 hours? My god! That would have been absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't know how EVE Online works in terms of like the extent to what you can do. But I would have just been like, I would have had like a little zippy ship, and I would have just gone round, and I would have been like, I'm like the medic ship. I'm just gonna go around and do repairs where I'm needed. I'm not gonna have any like, I'm not gonna be able to provide any firepower. I'm just gonna be the little medic ship. Come on. Lovely.
insects. Pew.
But that's, oh, I love that. I totally need to. Please tell me there's like hour documentaries about it. I would watch the hell out of that.
That's it.
Oh hey, Chula Gaming, thank you for the lurk. Good to see you. Good to have you. Thank you for hanging out. First off. Am I picking the right Shino? I am picking the right Shino. Okay, what flight are we on? Flight 42. Okay, I'm picking up the pace. Oh, hello, hello! Stormful Goat V. Stormful Goat V. What up? How are you doing? How is life? I hope things are good. And welcome in. Welcome in. I am not doing too bad. I am the best Stormful player in the world. I'm sure you are. And I can tell you by now I am, let's say like 10,000. I don't know. I'm average against the computer and absolutely rubbish against an actual person, so I'm just gonna say 10,000. I don't actually know if there's 10,000 active Stormful players. I'm sensitive. Wars over a single space station. Space station that became available because a single player forgot to pay for security over the area, so everyone saw it as a... Anyway, thank you so much for the follow, Stormful Go TV. No, Stormful Go ATV. That one. Thank you so much for the follow, it is much appreciated. And I'll subscribe, don't you worry. Go to the biggest corporations. Corporations like a giant guild built up of guilds. But where some people on the sea and ends up getting caught in the... Oh my god! That is honestly a game theory, like game design theory student's absolute wet dream. Excuse the rude language, but I said excuse the rude language. I'm sorry. I've got the boy here giving me judgy looks. I'm saying odd things. Sorry. What's your problem? Yeah, anyway. As someone who did game design theory at university, I would have loved to have written an essay on that. Let's just say that. That might be a better way of saying it. Oh, imagine, but like imagine that. Like imagine playing a game and you pull up into like near the space station and you just see like thousands of ships, all fighting. Oh, that would be incredible. It would be like you're like not real life Star Wars, but it would kind of feel like a big like Star Wars fight. Man. Douche and kablam. Douche and kablam. And nope, not skadoosh. Because was there a decisive winner? Or did it end in like a stalemate? Total 7,000 ships were destroyed. Only 2,000 of them were actually part of the two corporations, and math-wise those ships were 11 trillion in interstellar credit, or $300,000 US. Oh my god. Wait. So do they, hang on, so do they have to pay actual money to like, to get these ships? Oh my god. That's insane. And then we'll stop with it. Oh, so there is the potential that like $100,000 was actually lost. And that... Oh. And like the fact that 5,000 ships, like more ships got destroyed that weren't part of the guild, that's... yeah. Yeah, I read it, it just got completely wrecked. That would have been me. By all means, if I find players, I'll be like, oh, let's go see what all the fuss is about, shall we? And then as soon as I hyper jump in, boom, dead. But like, I'm sure. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Surely though, if you lost your ship and you died, like, that's not your character dead. You just respawn somewhere. Surely. Surely. Which also reminds me, after this next fight, I need to run my next ad. So, that's coming up very, very shortly. Just playing as Naruto. We'll be down to 2,099. Getting so close to the thousands, it's crazy. I think we're so close to 10,000 fights being done. Yeah, because surely like it, because even online being an MMO, so yeah, your ship would get destroyed, but you'd end up respawning somewhere, possibly. There's also put in a commemoration there with a giant ship called Titanomachy. It's a Greek war between the Greek gods and the Titans, although the Greek gods won that one with maintenance. Goodness. Wow. And I like how the devs oh, which reminds me, I just gotta run super quick ad. I like how the devs commemorated that. You good?
Oh, good.
Yep.
Space seems to go. How long do you need?
3 mins. Let me just update the list. 1 second. 2099. Fabulous. Yes. I'll be back in a sec.
Really just think about those because it's things like not hard to
My only suggestion would be put a little pounds at just yeah. Other than that, that's all good.
okay.
Yeah. I can have a proper look after this if you want.
Oh, fine, I'll just
Yeah. What am I doing? Toby and Obito Zetsu. Yeah, good. I'm good. What did I miss? What did you miss? You missed. What's happened in like the last 20 minutes? You've missed a fabulous explanation of like what you were saying, in EVE Online there was a space station or something that got like a player forgot to pay for security for it or something. Basically it was like free up for grabs. So these like there was basically like a giant, they call them like corporations, but it's like imagine like a whole bunch of like game guilds or like sort of come under a bigger umbrella which is like a corporation. So there was like a giant war between these two corporations. There was like 10,000 or like 2,000 or 10,000 people involved. People who like came to this particular area in space to watch got caught in the crossfire. Like 5,000 ships got destroyed, and they weren't even involved in the corporation stuff. Well, yeah. So the server ended up going down for maintenance, and that's what stopped it. Yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So. Alright, but yeah, so you missed a fabulous explanation of the largest war in video games, of like war of like real people. Instead of real people, real players. And about it. I feel like there's something else. It might just be me blabbing on about 7 Rebirth again. Yeah, I was just blabbing on for far too long. Right. Naruto, Kurama, and no, I've already done that one. Young Shikamaru and Hanabi. Okay, I've got to pick up the pace of fights. Otherwise, it's going to be for like another 3 hours to get down. So I've got to do basically 116 fights today. is my absolute minimum. But it's a Friday night, so I can take a little bit longer if I so choose. I'm trying to think of other interesting things. See, the one problem I have is that I do so little that I'm trying to think of like interesting conversation starters, but I can't think of any. Oh, you started the whodunit campaign. I think I made it too difficult. Oh no. Is it like are the clues like, are people just not being able to sort of pick up on the clues as such? So I want to see how quick you can give it. Go for it, yeah, by all means. I'll fill in the boy as well. Do you want to Mark Rich, he's started this whodunit campaign in D&D, and he just he wants to see if we can guess things from the clues, because he reckons he might have made it too hard. Yeah. Well, I'll fill it in. Thought the clues were easy, but the red herring might be too heavy. Okay. I'll try my best. Can't make any promises, but I'll try my best. I'm gonna pull all of my like Ace Attorney knowledge out. I'm a fan of the series. I need to make sure that it's my skills ain't lacking. Oh my god, and then the Apollo Justice trilogy's coming out next year. In January, I think, as well. So excited. So the king has invited the party to his castle. They're a tradition where he eats alone with each member as a sign of thank you and respect. That's right, yeah. Yeah, you were saying something about the whole eating alone bit. So I'll text them individually on what they say, okay. He informs them he has 3 kids, but they don't really visit him much. The food they're eating is being made by his royal chef, someone the king has known since he himself was a boy. Oh, I did pick a rematch, great. And everyone is done eating. The party will meet the 2 princes, named William and Louis, guessing. Sister is currently out helping the poor as she always likes to do, they exclaim. Okay, already from that description I'm picking the princess above the sister. Everyone wakes up to the king dead with his sword in his neck. Oh goodness. So then it's a who? Oh goodness. See, one of the things with like, I kind of wish you had, I don't know, arrange you. We had a forensic kit. Wake up and see it. The prince was the first to call the guard.
Battle begins.
Ninja order. Super beast. Now. Ninja order. Super beast. Go. Go.
Okay, so I've already got like a couple of potentials floating around in my head. And I'm pulling from similar things. From different mediums. This just walks in and yells and basically claims she should have come in yesterday like she was supposed to.
Battle begins.
I suspect it was suicide over the Prince of Pants. There's no way their dad would kill himself. You gotta go, need to log on for work. I'm still in bed. Gotcha, dude. It's all good. No, not a problem. Go and log on for work. You got this. But no, it is all good. See you later. Have fun. I hope work isn't too bad. And I will see you when I see you. Have a fabulous, fabulous one. Just in the king's hands, since the king is a villain, that the king has left everything to his head chef.
That's it.
Have a fabulous weekend too. Yes, that's right, because it's still Friday. Sorry, I'm thinking it's Saturday now. Royal Guard agrees with the princess and also suspects the murder and no one was leaving until we solved who it was. Ooh. Okay.
Battle begins.
Okay. So first things going through my head are... Okay, so who are our potentials? Potentials is obviously the two princes, princess... No, it wouldn't be the princess. And the head chef. And the guard. Now, I'm just trying to think what the red herring is. I feel like the red herring would be the fact that it went, everything in the will went to the head chef feels like someone's framing the head chef. Because who's gonna put the head chef into the so yeah, who's gonna put the head chef there other than the head chef? Brothers are the most upset about the fact that it's going to the chef, but mention if it's a murder and it happens to be the chef, the money goes to the next person. Like, haha, okay. Which would then be is the fact, okay, the fact that the well was there, the head chef was in the well. No, I think I know what's going on. I investigated the body and found out that the sword wound is fresh, but the body has been dead for hours, which means the sword didn't kill him. Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I've got a couple of ideas swirling around in me head. I'll give all the info to the boy and see what he says. You ready for all this goss? You ready for the puzzle? Yeah, let's go. All the party has gone to visit this king or whatever, and the king wants to personally thank all of the party members, takes them all aside and has dinner or whatever with them all individually, sort of in private kind of stuff. So the king invited the party to his castle, a tradition where he eats alone with each member as a sign of thank you and respect. Basically informs them he has 3 kids, but they don't really visit him much. The food they're eating is being made by his royal chef, someone he's known since he was a boy. After everyone is done eating, the party will meet the 2 princes who are named William and Louis. Their sister is currently helping the poor, as she always likes to do, they exclaim. So everyone wakes up to the king dead with his sword in his neck. You all wake up and see it. The prince was the first to call the guard. The princess walks in and yells and basically exclaims that this is the following morning. This is the following morning. She was out helping the poor or something, and the princess said, yeah, whatever that looks like. Don't think so. Anyway, let me finish getting through all this. So basically says she should have come in yesterday like she was supposed to. Just wait. The guard suspects it was a suicide, however the princess proclaims there's no way their dad would kill himself. One second. And then just then the king's hand says that the king has a will and that the king has left everything to his head chef. The royal guard agrees with the princess and also suspects it's a murder, and no one is leaving until we solve who it was. The brothers are the most upset about the fact that it's going to be the chef but mention if it's a murder and it happens to be the chef, the money goes to the next person in line. So the party investigate the body and find that the sword wound is fresh, but the body has been dead for hours, which means the sword wasn't the thing that killed him. Oh, and I forgot to mention the queen is there, but she rarely leaves her room. The princess's name is Euphemia, but friends and family call her Yu for short. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. And that's all the information that the party has. Yeah. I don't know. Not sure. Because it might, so my thought processes are it'll be one of the princes, I think. Possibly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can we ask a question? We're asking we're doing like a phone a friend. Or ask the audience, that's the one. We're doing an ask the audience. Which of the 2 princes and the princess, which one's the oldest? Or which one would be the next in line? Or does that even matter? Which one? Oh yeah, no, will. If it's a prince or a princess.
Battle begins.
Grovel. Sage Art, white extreme attack.
Because my thinking is, the king actually left the will to the head chef. Princes be like, we don't like that. We're framing the head chef for the king's murder. We're gonna murder him, frame the head chef, and then, oh, well, the head chef killed it. So the head chef killed him, so, and now it goes to us. Now, so the oldest are the two princes. They're twins. They're twins. Ooh.
Has been decided.
So my thinking is that twins frame the head chef. Well, no, it'll be they would have put something in the food. I don't know. No, I don't think it matters.
Battle begins.
Well, the king was alive for all of them. Yeah. So it would have been after. It would have potentially been after the after that. So yeah. So my thinking is that the oh, potentially. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, true. Oh yes. Okay, we're gonna ask one more question. One last question. Where was the king found? Was he found in the bedroom, or was he found like in the dining room or something? I can give you a bit of what I'm planning next in the story if that helps. Yes, please. Yeah, so I'm thinking the head chef's being framed. King actually actually full on gave to the head chef because his sons were conniving little bastards. That's probably why, maybe. Potentially. He was found in his room.
Has been decided.
Perfect.
It'll be poison, probably. Well, who knows? Hmm? Maybe. Or it's like in Sherlock, the one with Boobladoo Koobdoo. Whatchamacallit? There was an episode where there was like at John Watson, can't remember the chick, Mary's wedding. There was someone was gonna die or something, or whatever. Or they basically worked out that like one of the guests or something was gonna die, and they figured it out from something where he had been like stabbed with a really thin thing through his belt buckle, and basically the moment he would undo his belt is basically like that's when he'd kind of like open the wound properly and like his guts all spill out and whatever. But then they figured out it was the photographer or something that was taking the wedding photos and like slit this like, because I think Sherlock was looking into the kitchen and saw them putting like a basting rod into a pork thing, like sliding that like thermometer stick in, and that's when he kind of like worked it out sort of thing. So like maybe like something like that possibly. Okay, well my assumption is gonna be, because the fact that they said, oh, the princess, oh, she's helping the poor, ugh, gross. I was gonna assume that that's how they said it. Princes are just conniving little bastards. They framed the head chef. They slipped poison into the dad's food, or they went and killed dad. I don't know. Not sure. We'll get some more information shortly. So of course everyone is upset that out of everyone the king decided to give his possessions to the chef, and the princess consoles him and said he gave the money to the person he meant to. So of course everyone is upset that out of everyone the king decided to give his possessions to the chef, and the princess consoles him and said he gave the money to the person he meant to. The princess. So I'm hoping that players think a bit and say if he wasn't killed by a sword, he's got to be the food and investigate the kitchen. Yes. So are you reckoning it's the chef? No? Oh, okay. True. True, true. Getting some pizza. Yeah, so here's my guess. Here's my guess from their information.
Battle begins.
Get him.
Maybe there's a double evil going on. Maybe the princess doesn't want the princes to get money, so she convinces her dad to give to the head chef instead. And that's the whole like helping the poor kind of thing. But then the princes find out too early, maybe the queen, you know, sees the well, and it's like, oh no, it's not going to the head chef, it's going to my firstborns. So then hatches the plan with the princes to put poison into the food, which will essentially frame the head chef. So then it was technically the queen and princes together framed it, or was the murderer, I suppose, but the chef was the unwitting deliverer of death. That's my theory. That's going to be my guess. Hopefully then they haven't talked to one person, the queen. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think the boy's suspicious of the queen. And they go through and find her dying. Points in the direction of the children and says it was... I've just worked it out. I've just worked it out. It was the princess, wasn't it? Because when she says it was you, she wasn't mean like it was you, it was you, short for Euphemie. Thank you. I'm guessing... I feel so confident with that, but I'm guessing that that's what you're kind of going for. I'm hoping they investigate a room, find some interesting information. I got it! Yes! I got it. I like that. I like that actually, because I wonder if the players are going to pick that up. Because that's the kind of thing that's very Ace Attorney, and I love it. Yeah, that's very like. Turns out she's an only child and she came last night and switched out the sugar. Ooh. So maybe it'll just show up just after them. Yes, which was that was actually the boy's suspicion as well. It's like, wait, where was she?
You won't get away.
Open the unit and slip the yes. Yes, because it's very like it's very reminiscent of they had a couple of moments or something in Danganronpa as well, but like when you've got like people writing names in blood or something like you know, that sort of thing, it'll always be like, you know, if they're writing a name or they're writing something, like you don't take it at face value, because like in one in so managed to work it out. They go to the queen, who they find dying, and she points in the direction of the three kids and says it was you. And I'm just like, oh, she doesn't mean like it was you. She means it was you, because the princess's name is Euphemia or whatever, shortened to you. The boy cracked it the first time. He's very proud. He's so smart. Yes. So far they're convinced it was the brothers, so I'm trying to point them in the right direction. True. Oh, maybe her helping the poor, she's talking about herself, maybe. Even though she's a princess.
She's helping the poor.
Yeah.
Not in something.
Well, yeah, so apparently she... turns out she's an only child and she came the last night and switched out the sugar. Now, if she's an only child, what's the kind of like family tree then? Is she not actually the king's daughter?
Battle begins. Here I go. Planetary devastation.
You should totally like, if there's ever any like new Ace Attorney games, you should totally play them with me. You'd be so smart. Well, you'd be so good at Midsummer Murders, man. Because it's not as outlandish as like a game like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa would be, and like you'd probably be able to guess all that stuff. She's the only daughter with the queen. The twins are from another woman. The queen hid it from them. Oh, so it's the princess who would be getting the money. Gotcha. Was the ice cream nice?
Battle begins.
This is if they follow everything, so it's like 20 minutes just to get to hey, let's okay, yeah, if it took you about 20 minutes to get to the oh hey, that's a corpse, let's examine it for clues. I think they failed like step, page 1 of the criminology textbook, forensic science textbook. They need to just read page 1. So maybe you might have a bit of a hard time getting to everything else. Potentially, you never know. They could be light on corpse inspection, but they could be heavy on double meanings. when people say stuff. But no, overall, I quite like that. That is a. It's a good mystery too. So then I wonder if the players. Because the fact that you also texted all of them what the king said to them all separately, like there's, you know, wonder if someone's like, oh, but what if the king said something to one of the players that he didn't say to any of the others, and then obviously you wouldn't know unless someone shared as such, compared notes. Oh my goodness.
I misread it. If you...
Was that last big campaign was a playing trail wanting to doubt each other too. Yeah, definitely when you're sort of like giving, like each player's getting very separate information, I think, is always a good one.
Lose. That's it.
Alright. Naruto and Kage. Yeah, that's done. 72. Wait, 72, really?
Entertainment.
Good.
Just try and pick up the pace on fights. So I'm getting not going nearly as fast as I would like. I remember I had one campaign which I did, like a one shot that I did, oh god, like 3 years ago, with my family, and I tried to be clever, but it didn't sort of pan out the way it kind of appeared in my head. But I think I had it that all the people in the party were like part of like a, I'm trying to think if it was a race or it was, I think they were like, oh, I'm just trying to think what it was. I'm trying to think what it was something like, but basically they were all given, there was like a temple or a shrine on a mountain or something that they were all given these like little orb things. So they gave everyone sort of like coloured marbles, or like coloured Bakugan balls or something that they had, all a different colour. And they had to basically, the party had to bring them to a shrine in the mountains or something, and only once all 4 are in, then something was gonna happen. I know the dragon fires relight and gates of oblivion, jaws of oblivion are closed shut, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was gonna be really clever, and when people weren't really paying attention as such, because they all had, you know, they're all sitting on the table in front of them. When the sort of attention was drawn elsewhere from something, I was gonna slyly like just take one of them, like without the person noticing, and just sort of like pocket it somewhere. So then like when they get to the, I can't actually remember if I did it at the start or at the end, but I think I did it at the start, because then like when they go to the shrine thing and the attendant's like, oh hey, so you know, present all your, you know, can you please give me all the orbs or whatever that you've safely delivered to us, and then, you know, everyone, you know, I get everyone to give me their marbles, and of course someone's not going to have theirs. I think I did do it to my younger sister. And then they're going to be frantically searching for it. Like in my head it was going to be like, oh, they're frantically searching for it, and it's kind of like, you know, all hope is lost sort of thing. But then I can't remember exactly. Oh no, and then they'd go back to see if they can try and find if they dropped it, and then they would see footprints leading down the mountain in the snow, and they would have to basically go and try and retrieve this orb or something. I thought it would be really clever, but when it came to, you know, they had to present all the orbs or something, and you know, there wasn't any frantic searching, and then the other party members go, oh my god, Bob, how the hell did you lose it, sort of thing, like, where is it, oh my god, you lost it, all hope is lost. And then, you know, then they'd be motivated to go and find it, but sort of, they're like, where is it? Like, didn't even really react. I'm just like, well, the big dramatic thing that I had in my head, that didn't really go as planned. Then again, my family's not really big boisterous reactions either, so maybe I just didn't have the right people playing. Anyway. Since that poll, I now know something praised in private. World ranks this woman got more votes than her husband. Who shouldn't be her husband, by the way, can I just say? And should be no one's husband for that matter. That's a hill I will die on. But I think it could have, that poll might have actually shown that, you know, it's fashionable to hate on Sakura. But then, yeah, as you say, like, in private, they're like, oh no, but I actually secretly like her as a character. Whereas I'm like, publicly or privately, I'm an equal opportunity hater of Sakura. Bless you. Bless you. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what anyone sees in Sakura, to be honest. Although, oh actually, I was gonna say, was it because most of the voters were men, like hot, warm-blooded males? But I'm like, no. even warm blooded males vote for like cool badass dudes as well, so perhaps not. Right. We've got Ogadozetsu again and Kisame. Just 578. Does. How do we lose time? Pull out the pull out old faithful and the fireball jutsus. Beauty. Okay. Then Kisame. Gorgeous. That probably might be the fastest fight I've ever done. Did that in like 30 seconds. That was great. Okay, right, now we've got Shikamaru and Capo Sage. I should have asked this. I don't think you have asked me, but I would say no. I don't think he was a bad Hokage. I don't think a Hokage is just, you know, really, really good at fighting and, you know, amazing and like, you know, goes and does this huge big giant battle with, you know, Katsuki or whoever, insert villain here. I don't think that's all a Hokage should be. I think third Hokage was actually probably for me one of the better ones, I think better than Tsunade. You know, I think as just like as a leader of a village, I think just yeah. As a leader. I think he was fantastic, I guess. You know, someone who was wise and could impart that knowledge on the younger generations and instilled everything that the Hidden Leaf village was just, you know, that, then, yeah. No, and he was the sensei of the three Sunny, so there's that as well. Cooking the West Bush and the rich man until Fox each year. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, he just got dealt a rubbish hand, really. It's not his fault that it all happened. So what did Tsunade have to put up with? You know, pain. Like, oh, I suppose you could say the ninja war, I guess. But like, pain's probably like the, you know, the most direct one, I guess. And what did she do? Bug rule while Naruto comes and saves the day. Like, it wasn't even Naruto saving the day with the whole sand invasion either. Like, he wasn't the sole reason why the day was won.
Battle begins.
Over here. I'll end you with this. Now. Over here. I'll end you with this.
Wait. Still don't think so. Should have been Hokage.
Kilogram 64 pounds.
She had big. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, Tsunade is what some men might say peak character design. I guess. As a straight female, her charms do not work on me. So I just see her as an alcoholic. I mean, if anything, her greatest achievement is that she can make Sakura semi-useful. That's about it. At least she can make Sakura not completely useless. There we go. Right, it's Toby and young Sakura. Do you think, now this is just a theory, my theory, on why Jiraiya is the way he is. What if the way Jiraiya ended up writing... So he was writer or an artist as well? He was an artist as well, wasn't he? Did the Make Out Paradise book series come to be because of his pent-up feelings of rejection? Was he an incel? Was he friend-zoned by Tsunade? Because she's like, sorry Jiraiya, not interested. I'm gonna go with my boyfriend Dan. I think it's Dan. Dan, let's just say Dan. Sorry, I like Dan instead. And then he's like, and then he gets mad, and then says, screw you, if I can't have ladies of that who are drawn that way. But I'm just gonna draw them in my book instead, and then thus developed his perversion. Possibly. That's my theory. That Jiraiya got friend-zoned by Tsunade. Shirama and Nechi. Shirama and young Nechi. Proposal for men who got friends based on how. Yeah. Yeah! Mecha Paradise is an ode to all the men who have been friend-zoned in the Hidden Link Village and the world. It is their ode to them.
Now's the time.
That's right, I just did. Jesus.
It is my duty to protect the village.
So I've got this weird, like, they call it like second skin that the tattoo artist told me to put on my arm, and it's all like getting like all like gunky underneath. I'm just like, ugh, which is normal, completely normal, but it's like yeah, it's all like, ugh, it's like see all the gunky stuff underneath. I'm like, ugh. Hope it doesn't leak. Sorry, it's a little bit gross. I do apologize.
Gentle fist.
Nope. Nope. Fabulous. That's actually, like, dating as a ninja must be hard. Like, it must be. Because you kind of got, like, a... I suppose, like, if the boy was a ninja... I mean, I'll still date the hell out of him. Go on, like, cool ninja dates. But like, there'd always then be this like fear that, oh my god, when he goes out on this mission, is he gonna come home? Like, it would be hard in that sort of sense. Potentially. Also, Kakashi feels like one of those like married to the job kind of people as well. attacks, which is good. And I just also realised after this next fight, I've got to run another quick ad. As well. Which then should be the last one of the day. We've got about 30 fights left to do. Which I should actually be able to do, hopefully, within, depending on the, looking through, haven't got many puppet users. Oh, never mind, next one I've got 2 Kankuros, 3 Kankuros, 2 of which are the young Kankuros, so maybe not. Maybe we might be in a bit of a pickle. But then I can, you know, reclaim that with some Sasuke's, a lot of Kakashi's. And Yugito, so it might be okay. Oh, now, I'm gonna run a super quick ad. BRB for those it applies to. And for the rest of us, let me just update the list, because we are down to 2055, not that one, 2055, there we are. Space in the wrong place. Look here. Kankuro and Yukito. Wait. Right, 90. Oh. Well, that sound just glitched out for a second. Those more audio glitches than anything. Had one visual glitch, which was strange, and that was with Chio. That was I think like day like 10 or something. It was the first ever glitch I'd ever come across in any Naruto game. It's just odd at happening. But with anything, of course, it's going to happen on the PC one. Excuse me. Alright. Kankuro.
Battle begins.
If I get close. If I get closer. If I get closer.
Oh my god, Kankuro, stop my dude. Oh, and I worked out, I finally figured out why I'm being stupid and thinking that the enemy naturally just gets substitutions back a lot faster than you. Turns out it's just me being completely and utterly dumb. And forgetting a mechanic existed, which I definitely knew existed, is of course when you damage a character, their substitution gauge goes up a little bit every time you hit them. So of course when I'm doing bloody combo after bloody combo on them, the substitution's coming back. So I'm like, how the hell did they have all the substitutions? It's because I'm winning the fight, that's what other interesting things do I have to say? Can't think of anything. I genuinely can't think of anything.
So it's fine.
What interesting things have I got? It's like nothing's happened in like the last 2 weeks. Surely there must be. Surely there must be. What about dating as a ninja with fabulous masochist protect? Oh my god. That's scary. That is think about. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a genuinely creepy thought. Yeah, so I suppose you can think about it in 2 ways. One on that creepy that like, yeah, I cast a spell on, well, cast a genjutsu on the boy, and make him fall in love with me. Potentially.
Too late.
What?
Too late.
Thanks. And that, or you could think about it in like a cutesy way. So like, you know, or you could do in a cutesy way, you could be like, well, I don't have the money to have my dream fancy wedding in an elven forest. I can just do put us into a genjutsu, and it's as if we were getting married in a pretty elven forest. Instead, you can have any location you want. Just cast a genjutsu. Boom. Done. I could do what Naruto did in early Naruto and transform as their crush. All that. That is disturbing to think about. I mean, if I was gonna transform into the boy's crush, I can just turn around and be like, voila, it's me. And vice versa. I was saying if I had the ability to transform into your crush, I would just turn around and be like, hey, it's me. He said yes. Sorry, I'm embarrassing him. Anyway, I'll leave him alone. Yeah, so there's like disturbing consequences of the ninja romance world. But then I would hope that there's also like wholesome ones as well. Like could chakra and stuff help you with your house chores? Would it be easier to clean your house with jutsu? Potentially. Like, rather than buying a leaf blower, you can just use like a wind style thing and just blow all the leaves away. That way. Easy to light the fireplace. You just cast like a baby little fireball. You've now lit the fire. You've now easy campfire. Let's escape Chimaru and Can't be in the lead because of those that told their children not to talk to the orphan with swings. True. That's right, yeah. Yeah. That orphan over there, ew, leave him alone. Is he starving and in need of shelter and warmth? Ooh, gross. Get away from him. Yeah, that's, yeah, true, when you think about it like that. Could you make ice cream? If there's like a... I would probably end up developing a jutsu that gives me infinite ice cream. I'm sure you could do it. Be like a mix of like Haku's like ice release and something else. I just do like the whole like ice release thing on some milk. And then boom, I've got ice cream. Well, actually no, if I use milk it'll be gelato, never mind. There we go, lovely. But I'm getting the hang, slowly, of being ever so semi-good. Now I wonder, like, is it possible? Because you can't use jutsu or anything to like create food, can you? Can't be like that smart. Or could you? No, you can't create. Can't create food. You can do bloody anything else. You just can't create food. It's annoying. Actually no, because like part of me would want to be a ninja because then I'm like great, because doing like ninja stuff I'm gonna lose all this weight and I'm gonna be like super fit, but then if I'm able to create food I'm just gonna undo all my good work, so actually it's probably a good thing that I wouldn't be able to create food. Oh my god, what is it today and the AI and they're bloody jumping today. The AI is just having an absolute day of just zipping and zooping around. Okay, what part are we on? Probably something like 100. I'm quite 99. Right, the AI is now... Oh, it's gonna... gonna say is the AI calm down a little bit, but no. As soon as it knows you're on no substitution, it just goes bloody relentless. Yeah. Right. Young Kakashi and Tamari. Kakashi and Tamari.
Battle begins.
Naruto showed the more we get into new generations, more principle is no matter what, sooner or later you're going to turn into. Back in my day, you could Back in my day, you could actually die in the forest of death. Now they've bloody put bubble wrap over everything, and you know, if you get so much as a scratch, you know, that's when you can leave. In my day, we had people just bloody just killing everyone left, right, and center.
Battle begins. Battle begins.
Yeah, because with the what if in, you know, the Naruto world things got so peaceful that there was like no need for ninja anymore, and then ninja started getting like more and more just like menial tasks to do. There's no like go into this land and like assassinate their head of state. It's more just like, you know, go and kill these, you know, go and kidnap this person who's conducting tax fraud, you know, those sorts of things. Then eventually ninja as an institution withers and dies. And then there's like, you know, Naruto x Boruto, the last ninja, like, you know, and then that would be a movie sort of thing. And then like chakra usage becomes a dying art, maybe. Like people slowly forget how to use chakra, maybe.
How about this? This Susanoo is destruction.
Potentially. Like, yeah. And Boruto's being hinted at a bit now, just for so much paperwork, his clones are giving him. Oh, of course, yeah, yeah. As much as like the clones help him, like, completely and utterly, also like multiply. They help him out with his training because he can get more done. You know, all the effort that his clones expend, he sort of reaps the benefits of that. But I suppose, yeah, true, you'd reap the Because it's almost like, yeah, you're learning 100 times faster, but you're also expending 100 times more strength, energy.
Has been decided.
Okay.
Battle begins.
So after this fight, we've got about 12 more fights to go. After these two. Don't think Naruto want to be okay. I think he just wanted friends. Yeah, true. Yeah, I suppose I can understand that because I kind of fall into that trap a little bit with some like other random stuff, but like, you know, being good at spelling. But like when you've sort of when he's banged on about being Hokage for like 10 bloody years, it's kind of like at that point you can't just suddenly you wouldn't at that point it's almost become an obligation for you to be Hokage. At that point it's kind of like a, oh crap, I banged on about it so bloody much that it would be a bit weird if I turned around and be like, actually, nah, I'm good. People would just be like, oh, for God's sake, my dude, the only bloody reason I'm your friend or I even helped you in the first place is because you kept bloody banging on about being Hokage. And I thought, oh yeah, he'll be pretty good, but all that wasted effort. But you know, but yeah, so I can kind of, yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, and then sort of, you know, in the early days it was, oh, people, if I'm Hokage, then people will like me, sort of thing. It sort of became a, you know, I can get the most friends if I become Hokage. But then obviously when, you know, he didn't have to be Hokage to get friends, yeah, sort of like his reason for doing so is gone. It's kind of like it starts off for selfish reasons and then it ends up, you know, no, and by that point, by the point he would be Hokage, you know, he doesn't need it as a motivator anymore.
Here I go. Here I go.
Has been decided.
With the power of
Sasuke.
Battle begins.
Wing style. Vacuum. Wing style. Vacuum. Wing style. Vacuum punch. Wing style. Vacuum punch. Wing style. Vacuum punch.
Lovely. Gorgeous. And I'm just gonna spam this, honestly. And then, oh no, there we go. That's better. I'd say Sasuke's just done having that. Okay. Right, young Sasuke. So then after this one, we've got 10 more fights left to go. Possibly 12. We'll see how I'm feeling. Basically, at the end of this, I'm going to get down to 2,029 fights, and it's going to be where we end off. So close to seeing that 1,000. Oh, and then we're just one day closer to when those 4 digits drop to 3, and that's going to feel so strange. It's like, that's when, in that last 1,000 fights, that's when it's really going to be, that's really going to feel odd. So for the bit had a, oh, that's all good. If Naruto didn't become a Hokage, who do you think would have made a better one in his place? Really good question. Probably. Just trying to think who is there. I think actually Sasuke would have actually made a really good Hokage. Actually. He's got the right mix of intelligence and level-headedness and skill. Like, I actually think he would have made a pretty decent one. He's intelligent enough for the paperwork, he's pragmatic and realistic enough and level-headed enough to deal with diplomatic situations. He's extremely smart. For all his edginess, he's, you know, knows how to get people on his side, or he knows how to intimidate, you know, enemies. Yeah. He's just, like, yeah, he's actually made an absolutely fantastic Hokage. Yeah, I was thinking Shikamaru as well, but well, Shikamaru would have been, he would have been able to run that village to its most efficient capacity. He would have had everything going like clockwork. He would be an incredible like diplomat and everything, but I feel like his kind of it's kind of like you kind of want him for those battle and military situations. You kind of want him to be able to solely focus on that strategy element, whereas as a Hokage he wouldn't necessarily be able to be fully focused on it. So I think yeah, which is why I think Sasuke's kind of got enough of every type of skill, while there's others who are like, you know, better at a particular skill. He's got enough of everything to be the best one. Yeah, so that's actually what I would say. I'd actually say Sasuke. And because he's so busy with his work, he don't got time to marry Sakura. Sorry about it, girl. Find someone else, for God's sake. You don't deserve him. I've said it's a hill I will die on till the end of my days. Hashtag Sakura did nothing to deserve Sasuke. I was firm on it when I was 12 years old and I wanted to marry Sasuke instead. But actually no, back then I didn't, they had married at that point. Okay, Kashi and Yankiba. Kashi and Yankiba. And also, I was just thinking, while anime and stuff can, show us, they can show us parts of ourselves, and, we're able to relate to them, and realize that there is hope. We can achieve anything we want. Just thinking, Gaara is the perfect example of, yes, you can be a murderous psychopath with mum and dad issues, and then become like mayor of your town. You can become president of the United States by being a murderous psychopath. That's easy. You just gotta be friends with Naruto. They're all goods. They're all goods. You just gotta say, I'm sorry. I realize the error of my ways. I don't want to be a murderous psychopath anymore. Just get someone to headbutt you really, really hard. And then you're good. And then you're good. And then not only that, but everyone in your village will absolutely love you and adore you. And they'll be so happy that you're Kazekage. So, Naruto, hashtag believe in your dreams. Even if you're a murderous psychopath. Sploosh. I throw in Sakura. Sakura likes to be a bit more intelligent. True. True. I was thinking Sakura, but, and this is speaking from experience as a lady, as a female. I was gonna say we get temperamental, but Sakura's just temperamental by default anyway. So yeah, so I suppose, yeah, true. She actually was the only one that managed to actually pass and not cheat. See, and back in those days too, where Sakura was actually kind of being developed as, is she like super smart, able to detect genjutsu? Is her whole thing going to be like illusions and kind of like psyching opponents out and, you know, sort of using her smarts to win fights? Kind of like Shikamaru, but not quite the type, like, not the sort of smarts that Shikamaru is, but you know what I mean? And then they're just like, no, she's actually useless and just punches her way out of things now. Yeah. Again, another reason why the tuning exams were like the best arc in shonen anime ever. Manga, yeah, fuck. Which reminds me, on for the remade Naruto anime, when that comes out, oh my lordy, am I excited to watch the tuning exams again. Oh, I'm so excited to watch it. Just to relive that again.
Battle begins.
Okay. Sploosh. Fabulous. Okay, I'm slowly getting better and better with young Kankuro, which I'm happy about. Fabulous. Okay, 4 more fights to go. We got Mifune and Pain. Mifune and Pain. What's Konohamaru? Think wanted to be Hokage so people respect him. You probably saw that paper with Naruto. True. Yeah. I think it's even in, and again, because I always need to bring them up. In Ultimate Ninja 3 on the PS2, the whole story mode of that is that there's like a tournament in the Leaf Village, and whoever wins gets one of, like, basically gets to choose anything. Oh no, they get to make one law in the village, and it can be literally whatever they want. So like if it's like, you know, free ramen forever, then that's it, they can make that law. So then, you know, obviously Naruto wins. He creates like the Hokage switch law or something, where he says, I'm gonna, you know, I'm now the Hokage. And so now it's like, yeah, we can't actually have that happen because of obviously the political and, you know, political ramifications of that would be so far-reaching for like a 13-year-old to suddenly be Hokage. But she's like, but I'll give it to you for a day. And he's like, sweet, done. Done. And then she's like, okay, have fun. You got this. And then it just like cuts to him just like stamping all this paperwork. He's being like, what the hell is this? All of this paperwork is unbelievable. Like, I hate this, I give up. And then they're like, sorry. You gotta keep doing it for the rest of the day. Or it's like the rest of the week or something like that anyway. And then it just shows Shizune and Tsunade just bathing in the hot springs, and Tsunade's like, this is amazing. This is like the best thing ever. Oh, I'll do it again. There's this.
Shall be brought to
Another thing about in terms of dreams, Hinata. Yep. She managed to get the boy. She got the boy of her dreams. She had children with the boy of her dreams. Think of that what you will. You know, what that implies. She is just chilling. She is the wife of the Hokage. She's probably raking in the cash. She's got a cushy like housewife life. Like, sorry, it was like every woman's dream, to be honest. Like, she really did. Hinata really did win. And it just goes to show you, obsess over someone and never ever ever give up. Never ever ever give up. And you will finally get that man that you're obsessed with, and not only that, you'll just have everything in life you could ever want. Just be shy and obsessed. But still be attractive enough to have sexy fan art of you drawn and done. You can't be like quiet and obsessed but ugly, still have to have a modicum of attractiveness. Sakura married the guy who tried to kill her twice, exactly. And Sakura's even trying to kill him as well. So it's, ooh, toxic relationship much. Goodness beans, I swear to God. Alrighty, last fight of the day. Last fight of the day. And Kaspoosh. Alrighty ho. That will be that. Actually, I'll do one more. I'll do these two. These should be some easy ones. This is a Lisa! Oh my god, Lisa! And a job today. Shoot in my grave. Oh, that's so cute! That's so cute. I hope she was stoked. I hope she was stoked. Because both of you should be stoked. A, you for even getting that grade, that was amazing. And her for imparting the Lisa-ness. She imparted her Lisa-ness. She said these days that you got points off for times you roam and that follows me required since. Right? Right? That just feels like those instructors were just having a bad day. And they just decided, blah, screw it. You're just too good, we can't mark it and give you 100% because then, you know, the board will get suspicious that we're just handing out good grades, so we're just gonna, fine, use Calibri, we don't like it. Never got a personal vendetta against Calibri. Who knows? Just dress even more like a stereotypical accountant. Oh. I hope she does okay. I hope Lisa does alright. And I hope she's happy, and I hope that her life is amazing. I love Lisa. I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna track her down and be like, you've got zero idea who I am, but I've heard so much about you and I just want to say that I love you. Keep doing you, girl. That sounds so weird. It really does sound weird. Alrighty, okay. That is gonna be us on this fine, fine evening. We got down to 2027, which is just shy of like 118 fights, I think, or 100, yeah, 118 fights. I'm so sore. Those gunk sauce coming out. Dear. This. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway. Okay, I will leave it there for this fine evening. I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Don't know yet what it will be. Might be some tuning, might be some streams. I'll do some streams. Trails, that's what I'm trying to say. Sunday will be at day 110. For another great stream, remember, it's obsession. But a tease in a time skip amount of time. Exactly. Exactly that. If you're ever in doubt, just obsess about your crush. Just, if you think you haven't loved your crush enough, you can obsess about them just a little bit more, and then they'll be your future spouse. Just gotta keep at it. Just keep at it. You know, be crazy. Actually, she's not really crazy, but just keep at it. You'll get there. You'll get there eventually. But anyway, no. Thank you so much for joining. It has been fabulous. I've loved it. I'm just going to go and dream about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the rest of the day, and probably for the whole weekend, and probably for the rest of the year, to be honest. Yeah, but until next time, drink lots of cups of tea, eat lots of ice cream, play lots of video games, please. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye!